Hey Gator Nation, I'm Jeff Cardozo. This is Inside Gator Football presented by UF Health. Hanging out with Billy Gonzales. We'll talk about the Georgia game. And Coach, I know another close one. You said no moral victories after the game, but I think going into it, you take over. You're trying to do all these different things. I thought the guys handled it really, really well. Certainly with a lot of different stuff happening, they played really, really hard in this one.
I think they did too. I talked to the team, mentioned this in the post-game press conference, but I told the team I was extremely supportive and proud of the way that they've handled change. Change is hard, no matter what the situation is, but they did a great job handling change. They were resilient. They kept working. They came to practice. They've done a great job from that standpoint. And then I challenged the team to take ownership in the leadership committee, and they did a great job with that. So the three things that I asked them to do, they did a great job. And, if you take a look at the way that they performed, I thought they played extremely hard for us this weekend.
Yeah, I think even evident afterwards in the locker room, you seeing the way that they are, throughout these many years I've been doing this, like it meant something to them. Like they were really, really, they thought they were going to win that game, and they were in it. It meant something to them.
And it should. They're a good football group. They're a group of good football players, extremely talented. And whenever you're playing for your brothers, your teammates, and it's a family, you're locked in with one another, and you don't want to let the player down next to you. A player-led team, I think you can play extremely hard for each other, and I think that's what this team did this weekend.
And they certainly did. First half was really weird. I mean, you look at the time of possession, you look at the amount of plays that Georgia ran compared to what you guys had, and you're right there in it in a tie game, and maybe the sequence right before the half there, you get pinned down a lot. You have to give them the ball back so they're able to kick the field goal to tie the game. But despite all of that, to stay in the first half was really big.
I think the players did a great job, and if you take a look at the way our defense played really good in the first half. You take a look at the series. We talked about, starting fast, staying focused, and finishing strong. If you take a look at how we came out offensively. We did a really good job, came out, started fast, took down, we scored. Defense gave up a touchdown, but they came back and they answered the next 5 drives. They didn't allow a point. So that segment of starting fast, check. I think we did a really good job. That's the difference of a ball game.
You mentioned taking shots too, though, and I know you know this. You've been doing this for more than 30 years. I mean, the defense really dictates everything and how they're playing and the coverages. How did you think DJ handled a lot of the stuff? Georgia sometimes can give up those shots, but maybe play things a little differently.
Well, they changed some things, obviously, and I'm going to go back to that drive alone. We called the shot play on the second down. We were going to try to take a shot. We thought they might be in a 1 high shell, and they ended up playing a 2 high shell. So we had to try to check it down to Hayden. DJ did a good job managing. I mean, he did a good job managing the game. We went to the next play. That's the play we tried to take a shot to Tank downfield. We just got to be able to hit that part. But throughout the game, I thought DJ kept us in position to be successful. So we just got to make sure we continue to do a better job of being able to lock in on certain segments so we can be successful downfield.
You obviously know the receivers, and you had a guy really step up. And Trey, you lose a couple going in. You already knew you were going to be out without a couple, and then Dallas ends up going down. So he really had to take over, and he did a great job.
He did a fantastic job, but he did a great job the last couple of weeks in practice. Practice is game day reality. We always talk about around here. If you put those practices together, you keep stacking them, that's what we're going to expect on Saturday. The expectation is for you to perform the exact same way. You've earned the right to touch the ball. You've done a great job. You've made those plays over and over, and you've given the quarterback confidence. You've given the team confidence. You've built confidence within yourself to make those plays on Saturday, and he did that all week long.
Yeah, certainly so. And George, of course, made some plays. You guys get stopped there on 4th down, but I know and I mean the decision's right. You kick a field goal there, they can still go down and get the touchdown. They just executed. Did you see anything on that play after maybe watching the film?
You can examine every single play that we ran throughout the game. I wouldn't say it's one single play. I think it's the game of football is accumulation of the entire game, 60 minutes of it. And there's going to be plays where if you take a look, plays throughout the entire game that could have changed it. So, obviously that's the glaring one because it's a 4th down and 1 call. But obviously we would go for it again.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, and it hurts. I think that's at least the good thing. So now you have the opportunity to head on the road up to Kentucky, and we'll see how the Gators can handle that. All right, that is Inside Gator Football with Billy Gonzales, presented by UF Health.